Title: I traveled 12 hours to see my grandson's birth. At the hospital, my daughter-in-law's family said, "Sir, our daughter wants only her family here." My son added softly. Start. I stood outside the delivery ward door, suitcase still in my hand, my shirt wrinkled from the 12-hour drive. I kept imagining the moment, my grandson's first cry, my son's proud eyes, maybe even a hug. I had rehearsed the words, "I'm proud of you both," but instead, her brother blocked my path like a gatekeeper. "Sir, our daughter wants only her family here." Our daughter? Not my son's wife, not the mother of my grandson. Their daughter. Behind him, my son hovered with guilt dripping from his silence. He finally muttered, "Don't push it, Dad. She never wanted you here. Just don't make a scene." My throat tightened, but I nodded, pretending the words didn't splinter me from the inside. 12 hours, and I wasn't family enough to walk 10 steps. I left quietly. I always do. I raised that boy alone after his mother died. Late homework, fevered midnights, college forms. My hands held every piece of him the world tried to break. He used to grab my fingers with those tiny fists and smile like he trusted the universe because I was in it. Somewhere along the line, love became convenience, and convenience became embarrassment. I was the old-fashioned father he avoided introducing, the poorer parent of the girl's elite family. But I still believed love meant showing up. So I came, and I was sent away like an unwanted delivery. The moment everything shifted. 3 days later, the phone rang. "Sir, the delivery bill is short $30,000. Your son said you told him you'd handle it." A lie. Not even a creative one. I stared at the wall, the empty crib I had built sitting in the corner. I had been waiting for a call to meet my grandson. Instead, they wanted my wallet. I took a deep breath and simply said, "Of course." Because I needed time. Because revenge requires patience. Because if they wanted me to be nothing, then I'd become something they'd never forget. My son had added me as a guarantor a month ago, casually, confidently, assuming I would always save his day. The paperwork was already in place, a blessing he hoped for, a weapon he didn't realize he handed me. I wired a small portion first, just enough to keep the hospital calm. Then I called my lawyer. We drafted a simple document, perfectly legal, outlining a private loan, $30,000 plus interest, secured against their new house. The same house her family bragged about paying half for. The same house I helped them get by co-signing the mortgage last year, hoping to set them up for a future. They signed during discharge paperwork. They didn't even read it. People rarely do when they believe someone is beneath them. Days passed. No invitation to meet my grandson. Not even a picture. They posted everything on social media, of course. Family only. Her family beaming. My son looking like a guest in his own life. My lawyer kept me updated. They missed the first payment. Then the second. They assumed I would forgive it. They assumed wrong. I chose Sunday dinner. Her parents were there. Perfect. I arrived with a wrapped box. They looked surprised, unhappy, inconvenienced. Her mother sneered. "We thought you'd stop coming uninvited." I smiled, calm, steady. "I won't take much of your time." My son refused to meet my eyes, guilt flickering like a weak flame. I set the box on the table. "Before we eat, a little business. You're 3 months behind on the loan." Their confusion was art. "You mean the hospital bill?" my son asked. "No, the house." Her father laughed. "You can't take a house, old man." I opened the box. Inside, the signed title documents and the foreclosure notice. The lawyer's stamped copies. The unpaid balance highlighted like a wound. Color drained from every face at the table, except mine. I believe your daughter wanted only her family, I leaned back. So I'll be taking back the home I helped you build. My name is on the mortgage, and now, legally, this property. My son finally spoke, voice trembling. You wouldn't do this. You're my father. Exactly, I replied. And you made it clear what a father means to you. Her mother lunged, tearing the papers, screaming accusations. Her father threatened lawyers. Her siblings called me a monster. My son stared at me with a face I once knew so well, the little boy who feared losing something important. Except this time, it wasn't me. I quietly slid a photograph from my pocket and placed it beside the paperwork. My wife, his mother, holding him as a newborn, love bursting from every edge of the frame. I locked eyes with him. She would have crossed an ocean to be here today. And you told me not to make a scene. Tears finally came, from him, not me. They begged, they shouted, they blamed each other. I signed one sheet, transfer of occupancy. They had 30 days to leave. As I reached the door, I paused. One more thing. I took out a small envelope. The birth photo the hospital finally mailed me. I'll meet my grandson someday. When he asks who fought for him, I'll show him. I left the crib I built behind in that house. Let it haunt them with what they threw away. In the car, I opened the photo and stared at that tiny face, so new, so unaware. I whispered, "You deserved better from your father, and so did I." Some revenge screams. Mine simply waited, and took back everything they assumed was theirs. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't push my way in. I just let them define what family meant to them, and then held them to it. Regret is their inheritance. Strength is mine. And someday, when he finds the truth, my grandson will know I didn't walk away. I was pushed, and I pushed back harder.